Hi, did you know that just by having good communication skills, you can double your profits in a short span of time? Want to know more? Watch this video till the end and I will let you know step by step how to have a great communication, thereby getting maximum profits. Welcome back. Good communication skills. This one skill can maximize your profits within no time. This is the basic skill every entrepreneur, every online entrepreneur must have. And if you don't have, understand the basics and acquire the skill to make your profits much faster than you expect. Without good communication, it is very difficult to convey what you're trying to convey about your products or your services or whatever that you're dealing with. All good leaders, all great entrepreneurs, all millionaires, they have one basic skill. That is, they know how to communicate with every different kind of a customer or an audience. So now let's look at what is communication. So when I say communication skills here, I'm not talking about a language as such. Language skills is a completely different skill. It's a part of communication skill. It is a sub part of the communication skill, but language is not the main thing that I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm talking in this video about the basic communication skill, whether it is language or not. For example, what is communication skill? It can be verbal. It is divided into three parts, let's say. A verbal communication, a non-verbal communication, and the body language. When you say verbal, it is what you speak, what you utter, what you hear, that is the verbal part of the communication. Then you have the non-verbal. For example, you are doing a gesture like no, or if you just nod your head, for example. These are non-verbal communication. It also comes under the body language as well. When I say non-verbal, it's mostly like if you are chatting with somebody, if you are sending an email, if you are reading an email, it is a communication happening there, but it is non-verbal, right? So then you have the body language, which is, as I said, nodding your head, yes or no. When you're speaking, you're also making like the hand gestures, the way you're looking, how you're talking, the tone, how you're moving your hands and legs and your head, everything comes under the body language. So more often when you talk, more than what you're saying, people are watching your body language. Okay, always remember this. They are watching, they comprehend and understand what your body language is saying more than the words that you utter. You might observe this even with children. More than what you say, what body language you are showing at that point in time, they capture that. So a body language in a communication forms a major role. So always watch out for your body language as to and you need to look at, are you in alignment with what you're saying and what body language you are communicating. There are different kinds of communication, right? The communication can be one-to-one communication with a person. It can be a public speaking where you are talking to a large audience. It can be a communication via a telephone or a mobile phone. It can be a communication via a Zoom conference call where audio and visual and audio, everything is included. Whereas in a mobile call, it's an audio call. So it's more with your voice modulation than the body language over there. When we do a podcasting, for example, it's all about our voice. How are we speaking? What is our what is the tone of our voice? How am I modulating my voice? All this matters when you are doing a podcasting or when you are talking to a client or a customer over a phone, right? When I say voice modulation, I can give an example. Like if you want to say, if you are listening to someone and you want to say, is that so? Or you say, I get that totally, or I understand that. So you see that there is a voice modulation for different responses, or when you're talking different things, there has to be a voice modulation. That means the ups and the downs and the frequencies. This conveys the message. Your voice modulation manages to convey your message more clearly when you have understood how to modulate your voice when you're communicating, especially the verbal communication, or when it's audio and visual. When you're making a video, for example, right now I'm making a video. So there is my voice, the audio, and you're also watching me, you're looking at me, you're looking at my expressions, everything. So the body language, the audio, the voice modulation, everything makes this into a communication. If I'm sounding very flat, or if I am literally shouting, or if I am talking in a very high pitch, I will lose out in communicating what I am trying to communicate. So in every different circumstance, there is a different kind of pitch that you need to use. You need to understand that as well. I'll give an example. If you are a sports coach and you are training your students to run in an Olympics or in any kind of an event, let's say it's a football game or any kind of fast-paced game, and a coach would ideally talk to them in a high pitch and very fast, like, come on, run faster, you don't have much time, in 5 seconds I expect you to complete this, come on, go get that. You know, there is an urgency, there is a high pitch, you know, there's a pressure that he's trying to put on his students. So this is how he has to modulate his voice. But if you are a meditation teacher, if you are a meditation coach and you are running your meditation class, you cannot use that pitch, right? You have to sound very calm. Your frequency of your voice and the tone has to be very low. It has to be very slow. It has to convey a very calming effect on the students to whom you're teaching, right? When you're teaching a meditation, you're going to say, breathe slowly, now stop, visualize the deep blue ocean, or visualize a white sky. Listen to the voices of the birds. You know, this is how they speak, slow and calm and, you know, trying to. So you have to know, and when you're in a negotiation with a customer, you know, you are going to use the tone and the modulation that is required for that particular customer. You have to sound professional. You cannot be too slow. You cannot be too fast. You need to maintain your eye contact. Your body posture has to be straight and confident. So all these parts forms a part of your communication. If you have understood how to communicate in every situation with every customer and with everybody, you will be a winner throughout in whatever you are doing, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your webinar that you're conducting. You will see instant result when you are a good communicator and you've understood how to connect with the person who is right in front of you. It could be a large audience, it could be a one-on-one consultation that you're doing with a person. No matter what it is, you need to adapt your communication, your voice modulation, your body language to that situation, to that person. Secondly, in a communication, if you are just talking, and especially if it is a one-on-one, and if you're not listening to that person, and if you're just talking, you might lose out on what that person is trying to communicate back to you. So when you are a good communicator, you also have to be a good listener. I'm not saying hearing. Hearing is different from listening. When somebody is speaking, you're hearing, but your attention may be somewhere else. Have you seen many times when you're communicating with someone, they are nodding their head, but they are looking somewhere else? It's a clear indication that they are not listening to what you're saying. They are there physically, but mentally they are not there with you. So your communication in such a case becomes a flop show. It becomes a failure. So getting the attention of the person when you're communicating is very, very important. That can be done by, if you feel that somebody is not responding or their attention is wavering, then you can ask them a question. Do you think what I said makes any sense? Or do you think this is right? Or do you have a different opinion about this? When you ask these kind of things, they are forced to respond back to you. Thereby, you're bringing them back to the conversation, to the place and where they have to listen. So this is one of the methods of, pulling someone back into the communication or your conversation by asking them questions or open-ended questions. Okay, so that is one of the part of the communication. Also, as I said, listening to what that person is trying to say, because your communication will be very successful, especially for entrepreneurs. If you are especially an online entrepreneur, always remember, people are not interested in what you are selling. You have to sell what people are interested in, what people are looking for. So your communication, when you're talking, when you're selling your product, when you're selling your services, you need to talk into their listening. You need to talk into their need. You need to talk into their requirements and their interest. Only then a communication happens and you will get a response that you expect to happen. Okay, so any communication is always about what the other person is looking for in a business scenario. When you capture that and then communicate, you will have all the attention of the other person and you may be able to close a deal or a sale much faster or the way you expected it to happen. Many times we wonder, hey, my product was good, or hey, my course was good. Why didn't I get a result? Why didn't they purchase it? Why didn't they? That's only because you're not matching what they are looking for. So always try to do your business and market it to what your customer, client or the market requires. Same way in communication, always talk into the listening of your audience or into the listening of the other person. That way you're going to have much more success than a normal one. So to understand, you need to understand this concept as to, you need to understand the purpose of the communication. What is the purpose at that point in time when you're communicating? What is the purpose or the agenda of that communication? If the other person has equal interest in that communication, if they have something in it, only then they're going to listen. So you have to understand the agenda, the purpose of the communication. Is there something for the other person in this communication? If it meets all this requirement for the other person, then your communication is useful and successful. So you have to understand this basic concept of a communication. Communication can be anything. When you are talking to your dog, or when you are doing some gesture to your dog, or calling out to some birds, or talking to any other cat or any other kind of a being, that is also a communication. People talk to plants. People sing to a plant, because that's a form of communication. And the research shows that when you sing a beautiful song or a melodious song to a plant regularly, the plant blossoms or grows very beautifully. That means it is responding to your music, right? It is a form of a communication, right? So communication can be anything that you are trying to relate to the other person or a large audience or whatever, and when they respond and listen and they respond back to you in the same manner, then the communication is successful. Else it is only you talking to yourself. The other person is not listening. Many times you have seen when any debate or a talk, when it goes into the level of an argument, there is no communication happening there. Because in an argument, each one is just putting their point across and shouting, or they're just trying to push their idea across, and they're all parallelly talking in an argument. So basically what's happening? There's no communication happening. Each one is talking unto themselves. There is absolutely no communication happening there. So in a communication, usually one is communicating something and the other one is listening and responding to it. So listening and analyzing in your mind and processing it is also a part of your communication. Okay? So you have to communicate in such a way that there is two-way. One speaks and the other one listens, and the other one speaks and you listen, and both have to be in tune with the topic and the interest and the value that is being added to each other. Only then there is a communication happening. So as an online entrepreneur, you have to always remember that a good communication is a basic requirement to get maximum profit and closing any deal or sales. All great leaders, all great CEOs, all the great frontliners, all these leaders, they're all great communicators. They know how to pull the attention of the crowd. They know how to talk to everyone. So this is one skill. If you acquire, no matter how good your product is, or it's not that good or whatever, when you have a good communication, you still manage to make your sale. Because what is market ultimately? It's about how you're communicating your product or your services. They buy you first. When they buy you and your sales talk, they buy your product. So if you're not able to sell the concept of your business or your product will never be sold. So you're the first point of sale for them. If they connect with you, if they buy your concept, if they love the way you're communicating, it's so much easier to make a sales, close a sale. Understand this? If you understand this basic thing, you will find a super success within no time in your business. This is guaranteed. We have seen this time and again. So many people, we have done the research and seen that great communicators turn out to be great business people, and they know how to get new clients and close a deal through your communication. I'm not saying your product does not have any value, or your services that you're giving, or whatever courses you're selling, but communication forms a primary aspect in marketing and promoting your products and services. And even if they don't buy, when you have a good communication with them, when they are watching your videos or if they love the concepts that you talk, sooner or later you can be sure that they will convert into your customer. It's just a matter of time. So always have great communication, always be there for them, always show up and answer their questions. And when you communicate, they should feel that she is doing this only for me. She is there for me, every problem of mine is being answered. So when they get that feeling, the connection happens, and when the connection between you and your prospects or the clients happen, sooner or later they will become your customers. And most people who have mastered the art of communication skills, they have 10x'd. That means 10 times they have enhanced their sales all of a sudden. It can happen to all of you if you just put your attention to this one aspect. Always remember to acknowledge people. Let's say you are running your office and you have a team members. Always acknowledge them. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, how was your day? Or all this forms as a part of your communication. Even to run your business with your teammates becomes so much easier when you have a good communication skill and you know how to communicate with them, right? And when the opposite person is speaking, instead of just nodding the head, sometimes in between, once in regular intervals, if you say, oh, is that so? Oh, I didn't know that. That's a good information. I get that totally. When you say all these kind of things, the other person's interest in speaking is enhanced, and they feel that, okay, this person likes my talking, and they will give out more than what they intend to give you. So always make the communication successful even when you are a listener. Even then, you are making that communication into a success, because sometimes when you listen, you are benefiting something out of it, especially when you're doing a course or listening to a coach and all that. So communication involves all these things. Master this and you will be a great success in life, whether it is verbal, non-verbal, or body language. Even, for example, the blogs are all non-verbal. When you write your blogs well, when you express, when you pour your heart out, when you do a research on a particular topic and pour your heart out and write your blog, people can feel it, they can sense it when they read it. So that becomes a good non-verbal part of communication between you and the prospects, and that gets converted into a sale later on because you have invoked their interest, right? So as an entrepreneur, initially, especially if you're a beginner, always keep in mind that you have to invoke interest in them. You have to add value to them. When you communicate, it has to add some value to them. Only then the communication can lead into the next level. Otherwise, you are only talking to yourself, and you will be under an illusion that this is going to get me the result that I'm looking for. No. So, master the art of communication, no matter what language you are speaking in. Of course, you have to master the language part as well, but that is a part of the communication. There are many parts in communication. So I am addressing the basic concept of a communication here. So master the basic communication skills, basic points, and you will be able to get success 10 times more within a month or two's time. You will see this, you will notice this. Put your awareness, put your attention to how you speak, what you speak, is the timing right, is the person right to speak about this. When you put your attention to all this, then you will definitely find success in your communication, and you will be known as a great speaker, a great communicator, a great coach, everything, a great entrepreneur. And they will look up to you and always come back to you for any kind of solution, just because you are a great communicator. So master this and you will find success in your business much sooner than you expect. If you want to know more about these step-by-step how to grow your business, communication is just one of the parts of your business. So we teach in our webinar and in our courses all the step-by-step methods to 10x your business and get profits much faster than you expect. If you want to know more, then attend my webinars. The link is given below. You can visit my website redesignyourlifehub.com, and also my other website prabhasomayaji.com, and there if you click on the webinar button, it will show you the next scheduled webinar. You can attend the webinar for free and learn much more step by step from me directly. So if you like this video, I hope this has added some value to you, and this has made some sense to you, added some meaning to you. If you really like the video, then I'll bring more and more videos to you. And if you like this video, please like it and subscribe it, and I'll bring more videos for you. So this is all for today, and bye for today, and I'm signing off as of now. Thank you so much.